Hello, welcome back to Moulin de Couesnon. You may have seen the recent episode with us working and completing the bathroom in the master suite of the mill. We just thought we'd show you, obviously the TV can't show everything, they're not here all the time, so we just thought we'd show you a few snippets and progress shots in between. So we have already completed the floor. We've done this section over here just because we've managed to route the drainage. So we've had to resolve the drainage for not only this bathroom but also the two other bathrooms that are across here. So we've got a position in for the shower, we've got a position already in for the toilet, the bath is going here, so we've got some standing upright taps for that, and then we've got dual vanities that are going to go in here. So we've done all the plumbing in multi-couche, which is a mix of plastic and metal core. So that's actually feeding the bathroom, bedroom and the top floor. That's feeding the toilet, shower that we are just finishing off at the moment, and then the twin basins, and two down here for the tails for the bath. So we're then just working on the partitioning. So we've got obviously our existing concrete wall, the windows that we've previously installed. So we're leaving a cavity, and we'll insulate this just so there's no coal gaps at the sills. And then we've got our insulation in here as well. So it's good to start to get some new walls up. Obviously we'll be working with the old structure before. So that's just fixed to the floor and fixed to the ceiling. Our back wall's there, but we obviously need to sort the shower. We'll then get some insulation in here and plasterboard on top. And then we're just putting the rails in using this metal rail system. We've got a few more to do, I'm just spacing it. So we've got another one here, here, and at the end. So the gaps are 600 millimeters. We prefer to double stud it. So this side can carry the insulation here, and then it's similar, and it gives you a more rigid. We'll also screw these together with a couple of self-tapping screws, so that gives you a rigid upright for your walls. So quick update on where we are. Obviously you would have seen the reveal, but this is really the in-progress shots. I'll just nip downstairs and show you all the work that's ultimately hidden that went into the plumbing below of what you now see up here. So we're now back on the ground floor, which is going to be the dining room and bar area. But this is the underside of the bathroom. So you'll see all the stuff that's hidden. So we've got a 4-inch pipe. This actually comes from the right hand side from the two bedrooms that we have. So it picks up the 4-inch pipe, which is the toilet, and then it picks up the outshoot of these, which is for the shower, which is here. And then because Donna wanted twin sinks, we've got one here and one here. We'll pan all the way around. This is the bath. So we've got the bath waste to come through. And then when we've got that in, we'll obviously put a trap on here and install that. So we're just starting to put the insulation in these stud walls. This will close off the space eventually. It's been open for a long time. So we've got insulation in this wall. Shower still to fit, bit of plumbing to do, but we can do that no problem. And then we'll start closing this wall off. That will give us our bathroom. So a little update, we've finished all the plasterboard to these walls with the concealed shower. This outlet is for the kind of hand spray. This outlet up here is for the top of the shower. We've got our concealed cistern plumbing in for that as well. And then we've done the ceiling rails and then the insulation. So we're going to set up the plasterboard lifter, and then we can get some sheets of plasterboard in. I need Donna to mark the light positions, and then we run some cables for the lights. So by way of update, we've managed to get all the ceiling now boarded, and we've taped the joints. We're in the messy process of sanding all the joints between the tapered boards, the walls and the ceilings. And then we run some electrics in, so we're going to have a central light and then a spotlight here, and then one near the door. And then we've got these bulkheads that we're just boxing in. So these are the old concrete beams, the concrete beams. So we're just boxing them in. We finished that this morning. And the same on this side. And then we can finish the final taping. And then the next stage after that is to paint the ceiling. And then after that, we'll then work on the shower installation, skirtings, and then I think Donna's got some wallpapering plans. So we've continued on with the work in the ensuite, and we've got the floor tiling done. So it wasn't very many tiles because they were so large, but these are 900 by 900 Italian marble ceramic. So they're down. We're now just going to work on the shower here. So we've got our numbered tiles because Donna's fussy about the pattern. So that's what we're going to work on, get the shower done and then get the cubicle up. Then after that will be some oak skirtings in here, and I think we've got some wallpaper. We've got some units for the sinks going here. Okay, sweetheart, what's wrong with this paper?
It's too dark.
Oh, it's not you don't like your own wallpaper, is it?
I was in kind of two minds when I put it on. I was like, it's fine when the sun shines on it, because it goes really gold and beautiful. But as soon as it's dull, it goes really dark, and the dark doesn't match my other wallpaper. So I'm just not happy with it.
So what we're going to do? If you roll it back up into a roll, you could use it later.
It's gone off after all that cutting.
The green's nice.
It was an absolute bugger to put up.
Well, sometimes you can't get all the decisions right.
No. I was always kind of a bit worried. I only ordered a few rolls of it because I was unsure of it, where normally I'll just order, where the other one I've ordered a lot. So I always knew it was kind of, I might not like it.
Oh well. You got a replacement?
I've got a replacement somewhere. This one out. Oh, here. See, that's why I bought two different ones. They're both like industrial papers. So this one, which on the roll doesn't look nothing very nice, but it's kind of got that sheen and it's a bit less in your face, I suppose, with the gold. So I'm going to try this one.
Good luck. Piece of wallpaper.
It's probably the second last piece. Well, last full piece, and then I've got little bits to do. Hallelujah.
Still got some facings to go in here. Splashback to go there. Shower's all done. And worktops for the sink unit. Oh, and you got a bit above the window to finish.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome back to Moulin de Couesnon. Donna here, and after our master ensuite and dressing room appeared on Chateau DIY last night, I thought I would give you a little walkthrough of how it actually looks now, and now we're actually using it. So welcome, this is our dressing room, and as you can see, I've unboxed just about everything now, so making good use of all of the storage. I must admit it was like Christmas, kind of unpacking everything. Forgot I had most of the stuff, so it now takes me an absolute age to get dressed because I just have so much choice. It's absolutely wonderful, and just a wonderful space. And even Paul, as you can see, has a whole corner. Well, just about. They're mine. But he's done pretty well. He was expecting one shelf, so I think I've been pretty good to him. So you'll see that this is obviously the grain silo. So it was reinforced concrete, a total void, no ceilings, no floors, no window. We actually put out a YouTube video on the installation of this window. Paul had to cut the actual void for it to go into, and then we installed the window. So please check out that video on YouTube on our page, Moulin Couesnon. And yeah, so the units are actually from Brico Dépôt. They're a dark grey. And we literally just, thought, what can we fit into this space? And we kind of designed it ourselves. And I think it works really well. We've got the huge porcelain tiles. They actually took 2 of us to lift into place. But I think you'll agree they work really, really well in this space. And the mirror, that is actually, we wanted to have kind of a hidden door into the bathroom. So we actually bought this mirror, and then we'll see when you go into the bathroom, on the back of it, we've actually made a mirror to suit the bathroom. So in both spaces, it kind of just looks like a mirror, but it's actually a door. So it works really well, and it's on a sliding mechanism. So we get the best of both worlds, mirror on both sides. A lot of people have asked about the gold wallpaper. This paper it's called Jacobin Gold, and it's actually from Dunelm in the UK, and it was an inexpensive paper, but I think you'll agree, I'm in love with it. I just love the vibrancy of the colours, offset against like a burnished gold. It just gives that bit of elegance. So love, love, love. And yeah. Oh, and my light. Sorry, you maybe can't see it. I'll just turn off that light so you can kind of see it a bit better. There we go. The light is called a bubble light. I bought it online, and it was my daughter who actually spotted it, and I thought, oh yes, she has a good eye. That is lovely. So I went and bought one for the ensuite and for the dressing room. Yeah, she wasn't upset at all. Thank you, Ashley. So, right, okay, so I think we'll have a little walk into the bathroom now. So here we are in the ensuite. Now get your sunglasses on, because that bath with the sun shining on it, yep, you certainly need sunglasses. Again, a lot of people have asked about the bath. It's certainly an eye catcher. With regard to care of it, it is brass, so it will naturally age. So it will naturally tarnish, and you probably will lose a lot of that really in your face kind of sunglasses kind of brightness. As far as I'm concerned, that's great. I think it'll just look better and better as it ages with use. So it needs, by its installation information, needs very little care. You just have to make sure you rinse it out well after use to get any soaps and that off it, and literally just let it get on with it. So that sounds good to me. So here we are. I should also mention that all of the fittings, so the sinks, the units, the shower, the toilet, the bath, are all from Hudson Reed. I don't know if you know, we actually have a little business called Bespoke Brico. And basically, we are agents for a number of contractors and manufacturers that we have used over the years, ones that we have used their products and are really happy with, and are really happy with their service, their after sales, their prices, delivery, everything. We would only certainly recommend those that, we've had really good products from. So check out our website anyway, bespokebrico.com, and you'll see what we do. And we can hopefully get you some discounted prices if you're in the market for anything from Hudson Reed bathrooms to their radiators, to windows, doors, etc. So yeah, there we go. And certainly I'm in love with the Hudson Reed products. They're just so classy, so beautifully made and timeless. I can actually come through here. This is the two units that when I actually got them, they were more of a navy blue. And obviously I've got the black mosaic tiles. So I actually sprayed them and they've come up really well. I was really worried about spraying expensive units, but they have come up really, really nice. There's my beautiful Jacobean wallpaper once again from Donnell. And my second bubble light, porcelain tiles. We've got the his and her robes, and our beautiful large shower cubicle, which is, it's just a dream after working hard. And into this, it's really nice with the is it a waterfall head? Rainwater head, yeah. And concealed all the fittings. So it's the first time we've actually installed a shower and a toilet with all concealed fixtures. So it was a new one for us, but it does give such a lovely feeling to it. Yeah, you just don't see any of the pipe work or anything. Probably a nightmare for Paul, but hey ho, it does look wonderful. So this wallpaper, you can see I've gone for an industrial wallpaper. So I don't know if you saw the utility room finished. I actually had a different type of industrial wallpaper there, but I really, really like it. It's got, let me see if I can zoom in and kind of give you a look. You can see it has like a concrete effect, and then you've got a colour onto that. And I think it works really well in a building such as this. Gives a kind of modern but industrial feel to it, and I think it goes well with everything else in here. Yeah. So that's the radiator that we bought from Best Heating. Again, they are part of Hudson Reed, and we've gone for the vertical, they're a anthracite, that's the word I was looking for, anthracite colour, vertical radiator, and this is a double rang one. And the heat they give out is unbelievable. I can literally stand against it when I was cold during the winter, and literally it heats me from head to foot. So wonderful. Highly recommend them. It's actually quite beautiful with the double windows here. Again, we installed all of these new windows, and we have a lovely outlook onto the river and also onto the back of the gîte and that as well. So yeah, so hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough with me. I'm certainly really enjoying having our own ensuite and dressing room, and you will very soon see the master suite as well when that comes. I think that's coming on the Christmas series with Chateau DIY. So we hope you'll enjoy that too. But check out our videos, please, and subscribe on our YouTube channels. We really appreciate your support. And thank you for all of the wonderful messages and comments on all of our social media. It's really been heartwarming, and yeah, we love sharing this journey with you all. Thank you again. Live to you all, Donna and Paul.